Hello everyone. I'd like to share my guest design project for Ephemera's Vintage Garden digital kit Lady Eleanor's journal. I made a chipboard cover and it measures 5 1/4 wide by 7 1/4 high, and it has 1.5 inch spine. There are 3 hand stitched signatures for a total of 96 pages. I took one of the pages for the cover and I cut an item from that page, and I made a little pocket out of it. I'll identify what's not with the kit because I used a lot of the items with the kit, but these 2 journaling cards come from EVG's Summer Prelude 2, and this is a Tim Holtz clip, and to create a little pocket. The back is the other side of that page there. And on the spine, oh sorry, I keep touching the camera stand. This was also part of the kit. I just loved it, and I covered up my stitches with it. And it's all sewn around. The inside cover, it has a library pocket and library card from my Etsy shop. I did some fussy cutting, and that item also is from the kit. I made this tag. This is part of a library card for a reserve book, which is further in the book. The first signature. This ledger sheet is only part of it. It's a 4 entry page. It measures 10.5 wide by 15.5 inches high. I found it at a flea market in Maine, and this is what the entries look like. I was not able to find the company, but it's a supplier of window screens, single doors, double doors, transoms, with all these entries. I've cut one up to include part of it further in the journal, and this row will be further also. It was quite an interesting find. It's a treasure. Here is tracing paper. Here from an Edith Holden book. I did some fussy cutting and I sewed along the stems. This is a glassine bag from my shop that I put through the printer and printed one of the pages. And I think this is Lady Eleanor. And also from the kit, this item here, a poem, Autumn Fires by Robert Louis Stevenson. And I included a dried leaf from that I picked at the Sugarloaf Park in northern New Brunswick, Canada. Some craft paper. And here is the middle of signature, which is a file folder. And here again, I doubled up the image, and also did some fussy cutting of the leaf of that leaf. In here is this is vintage parchment paper. As note paper. This is a copy of a receipt. Also, I picked up some of these in Maine. It's dated March 14, 1910. Parker and Tones was a supplier of hose, shirts, and also of fabric. I have an item a little bit further regarding that. It was quite interesting to find. A repair tag from my shop, Etsy shop. This is from the kit here. Again, another little tuck here, and some fussy cutting. Here's an envelope with a journaling card. The other side of that glassine bag. There's the other item from that supplier, and it's just a note saying that they're out of the gingham fabric that they were wanting. Corner tuck from the kit. This is another receipt, a copy of a receipt that I got dated February 21st, 1873. The handwriting is just gorgeous. The other side of that ledger sheet. The second signature, just a, this is a vintage ledger sheet. Here is another fussy cutting from Edith Holden. It's the hazelnut. I've sewn just along the stem, and I've left the leaves loose. Here is some just a collage I did of the items, and there's a journaling card. It's an envelope I put on the vertical. I did some fussy cutting here, and I hinged it with another envelope. Again, I put it on the vertical. I fussy cut this acorn leaf, and inside here is a journaling card, craft paper, some tickets from the kit. I increased the size a little bit. Again, some more doubling up the images. Here is just a card with some leftover bit, an alteration tag from my Etsy shop. And here's that reserve book library card from Etsy shop. Again, I did some doubling up and some fussy cutting here. This item, which is part of the kit, it's a Butterick and Company catalog for patterns. It's dated 1884, and it was sold at McSweeney Brothers in Moncton, New Brunswick. I have the original of that catalog that I found in an antique shop in Moncton. I did a little swap with Debbie, and she scanned a few of my items. I also, look at these interesting patterns. I photocopied one of the pages, and it's in the journal further along. And here I did that's that die from Tim Holtz, and these are from the kit. These items here. These are tags, a little craft tag, but I did little tags from the Edith Holden book pages. A blank raffle ticket from my Etsy shop, same as this price tag. It's a 2-part price tag. And here is a journaling card that I made. I think it's from the where I have the autumn leaf, the cutout. And the back of this envelope, that's an old book page, another leaf from Sugarloaf Park, a dried leaf. Just some washi tape, an element from the kit. A corner tuck. And here is a time card that I cut down to fit. This is my Etsy shop that I cut down to fit in here. These are part of the kit. And yeah, the backing for this is also from Summer Prelude 2. The third signature, again, another part of that ledger. Some tracing paper. From Edith Holden, it was dead leaves of elm, oak, beech, chestnut, and sycamore. And I've just sewed, I fussy cut them and sewed along the stem, and just left it loose. Here is a white merchandise bag that I put in through my printer. That's an element from the kit. And here is an entry from that ledger. And it says, here you can see the date, paid May 13th, 1908. I forgot to mention it's dated 1908, that ledger. And here's a copy of that page from the Butterick pattern catalog. Some washi tape, craft paper. The middle of the third signature, again, here I didn't make a pocket, I just fussy cut the acorn leaf and just stapled at the top and the bottom. In the middle here I have a layaway tag from my Etsy shop. These are from the kit. This is a magazine due date library card from my Etsy shop. And this is the bottom of that ledger. When I cut it to fit this journal that was left with the months. I thought I'd include it for just for interest. A journaling card with some leftover bits. And here, again, some fussy cutting of that element right here. And a little secret tuck. That's what I'll call them, secret tuck. Another envelope with a journaling card. The other side of that merchandise bag, which is in my shop. In here I have, these are from the kit. That's a book title request library card from my Etsy shop, and the petty cash voucher, which is in French and English, also in my Etsy shop. And here I had a little leftover leaf, so I just sewed it on and left it open on the sides. A side tuck. That's from an old magazine. I wanted to get the date, but it's quite old. From the kit. The other side of that ledger sheet. And the back of the signature. Here I made a pocket. It's attached to the back of the back cover. There's nothing inside, but there's room to include some extras. So that's my entry for the guest design project. It was a lovely kit to work with. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.